Hey everyone, I'm Rob Berger from allcards.com. Today, we're going to look at what I think are the 5 best business credit cards. I think probably 95% of small business owners will find one of these 5 to be their absolute best option. Now, I started my small business in 2007. It actually turned out to be life-changing. I left the practice of law and love doing what I'm doing. The practice of law wasn't so bad, but frankly, running my own business has been so much fun. I got a business credit card. I think after about a year, it keeps business expenses separate from personal expenses. The sign-up bonuses and the ongoing rewards are excellent. And it's just easy. It integrates with just about every major accounting package. I use QuickBooks. It integrates very well with QuickBooks. You may use others like Xero. But all of the cards we're going to talk about today integrate very well with small business accounting software. Now, one thing to keep in mind as we go through this list. Of the 5 cards, there's only one that requires you to actually form a business entity. We'll talk about that one when we get to it. But all of the others don't require that. You can be, a sole proprietor doing business in your own name with your social security number and still apply for these cards. You don't need an employee identification number. Again, there's one exception, which we'll get to in a minute. So with that, let's get right to the top 5. And we're going to begin with the Chase Inc. Business preferred card. Let me show it to you on the screen. Here it is. And this card is really phenomenal. And let's sort of walk through its key features. First of all, you can see 100,000 bonus points. That does require a fairly big spend. You got to spend 15 grand in the card in the first 3 months. However, that 100,000 points is $1,000 cash back, or if you redeem for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards, it's actually worth $1,250. Now let's talk about Chase Ultimate Rewards for a minute. There are a number of Chase credit cards, both personal and business, that earn Chase Ultimate Rewards. This is obviously one of them. Actually, all of the Inc. business cards earn Chase Ultimate Rewards. There's a second one that we'll get to in a minute that's on our list. And there are personal cards. I carry the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It earns Chase Ultimate Rewards. So does the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So do the Chase Freedom lineup cards. Now, why is that important? Well, while all of these cards earn Chase Ultimate Rewards, there are only a few of them that actually give you a bonus when you redeem those rewards for travel through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. The Chase Inc. Business Preferred is one of those cards. That's why the 100,000 bonus points is worth $1,000 in cash, but $1,250 when redeemed for travel through Chase. And in fact, we can see right here is where they describe the bonus. So this card gives you 25% more when you redeem the points for travel through Chase. And that's important, as we'll see as we get to the second Chase Inc. business card in just a minute. Now, that bonus applies not only to the 100,000 bonus points, it also applies to the ongoing points that you earn. And as you can see, it pays up to 3x points. And those points are for travel purchases, but also for shipping purchases, internet, cable, and phone services, and advertising purchases made with social media sites and search engines. So what does that all mean? It means, in my view, that this card is probably best for either businesses that travel a lot, businesses that advertise online, again, whether it's, say, Google AdWords or Facebook or on some other social media platform. Now, you may also be a company that ships a ton. Maybe you're shipping product and you spend a fortune each year in shipping charges. This card could be, I think, a good option for you as well. Again, the 3x points, they are capped at $150,000 in spend each year, but that is a phenomenal benefit. And again, when you pair that with travel through the Chase portal, you get the 25% bonus when you do that. So this card isn't for every business, certainly not for every small business. And in fact, it's really not ideal for my business because I don't fall into those categories. But if you do, this is probably the best business card you'll ever find. And there is an annual fee, but it's only $95. So this is a phenomenal card. Now, the second card I want to talk about is Capital One Spark Cash for Business. It's right here. This is actually the card I carry. This card, I think, is ideal for business owners whose business doesn't spend a lot of money in those select categories, for example, the ones we just looked at. I travel a little bit. I don't do any online advertising. I have very little in the way of shipping costs. So my spending doesn't really qualify for one of those elevated categories. So I kind of just want a good reward on all of my purchases and not worry about which category I'm spending in. If that's you, Spark Cash from Capital One is a great option. As you can see, you get a $500 bonus when you spend $4,500 in the first 3 months. But the real feature is unlimited 2% cash back. You just get 2% cash back on all purchases. It's as simple as that. There is an annual fee of $95. It's waived the first year. Now, one thing I'll mention down here, you'll see down here there's a reference to Cash Select. And here it's important not to confuse Spark Cash from Spark Cash Select. Spark Cash Select doesn't pay 2% on every purchase. It only pays 1.5%. Now you might say, well, why would anyone opt for less? Well, Cash Select doesn't come with an annual fee. That's the difference. And so when you do the math, after about $1,900 charged to the Spark Cash, you sort of break even on the $95 fee. In my case, I spend more than $1,900 most months. So for me, it's sort of a no-brainer. Spark Cash is the best option. But if maybe you need a card and you don't use it very much, you might want to consider the Cash Select with no annual fee. All right, that brings us to number 3. This is the one I was telling you about where you do have to have a separate business entity. You can't be a sole proprietor with your Social Security number. You need an LLC or some other business entity with an employee identification number. And what's that card? It's called Brex. And Brex is relatively new. It's actually been around for a bit, but it's a relatively new player. It's specifically designed for business owners. Now, as I mentioned, you have to have a business entity. You have to have an EIN, employee identification number. However, it doesn't require a personal guarantee. All of the other cards, which is pretty standard for business credit cards, do require a business guarantee. Brex for Business does not. Now, it has a lot of features. First of all, you can earn up to 7x rewards, and I'll show you that. If we scroll down, where'd it go? There it is. So you can see you can earn up to 7x. That's for ride shares, but you get 4x on flights and hotels booked through Brex Travel, 3x on restaurants and dining, as well as eligible Apple products. And you can see the list there. So you have a chance to earn pretty significant rewards. You can earn 25,000 bonus points on the card. It integrates with all of the major accounting packages. Now, as good as that sounds, particularly the no personal guarantee, one thing, you need at least 50 grand in your business checking account. And that's if you have what they call professional investors investing in your company. You're a startup, you've gotten funding, let's say. If you don't have that, you need 100,000 in your account. And as part of that, they promote what they call Brex Cash, and it's here. It's effectively a business bank account, and it integrates very nicely with the credit card. It integrates with all of your accounting apps. As you can see, they have a very clean-looking mobile app. And so this can be a great option for businesses. You do need a lot of cash. It does come, I should add, with a lot of discounts. And you can see some examples here. You have discounts on things like AWS service, which I use, although I'm not a heavy user. Slack, Microsoft purchases, ad purchases. Obviously, if you're a heavy user of Zoom or Dropbox for your business, they even have a QuickBooks 40% off your first 12 months. So they try to sort of spruce up the credit card with some of these discounts. I'm frankly not one to take a huge advantage of that, but I run a very small business. I have no employees. It's just me behind the camera. And so I couldn't take advantage of a lot of these features. But you might be able to for your business. And if you can, Brex is really a phenomenal offer. And by the way, I'll leave links to all of these in the descriptions below the video. All right, number 4, we go back to Chase. This is another Chase Inc. This is the business cash card. Now, one thing I want to say up front, Although this is a cashback card, it does earn Chase Ultimate rewards. You don't have to redeem the rewards for cash. You can if you want, but you can also redeem them for travel through Chase Ultimate rewards. Now, there's a gotcha though on that I'm going to come back to in a minute. Let's first look at the basic features. As you can see, you get $750 in bonus cash. The spend, recall the spend on the preferred was $15,000. You see that right here. For the Inc. Business Cash, it's just $7,500. So still a fair amount of money, but obviously half as much. You got to spend that in the first 3 months, and you get $750 bonus cash. It pays up to 5% cash back. That is capped on $25,000 in spend each year, and that's on combined purchases for office supply stores, internet, cable, and phone service. You get 2% cash back again on the first $25,000 spend at gas stations and restaurants, and then everything else is 1% cash back. So a really good, solid card. Now, what's the gotcha? I went through before that some Chase cards offer a bonus when you redeem the points for Chase Ultimate Rewards. And in fact, we looked at the Chase Inc. Business, gives you a 25% bonus. The Chase Inc. Business Preferred, is the one that gives you 25% bonus. It's the only business Chase card, though, that offers a bonus. This card, Inc. Business Cash, does not offer a bonus when you redeem the points for travel. So if you want to redeem your points for travel and you want to use this card, it's best if you pair it with another Chase card that offers a redemption bonus. And there you might choose the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which gives you a 50% bonus, or the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which gives you a 25% bonus. Now, those are both personal cards, but a lot of business owners, they'll get this Inc. Business Cash. They like the reward rates. It fits the way their business spends money. And if they don't want to redeem for cash, they want to redeem for travel, they have either the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve. And here's the deal. You can combine points and transfer them from one Chase card to another. So you could earn the points on the Inc. Business Cash and then transfer them to, for example, Sapphire Preferred or Sapphire Reserve, and then redeem them and take advantage of the bonuses that those cards offer. So I know that's a lot of hoops to jump through. It's actually not that bad. It's very easy to do on the Chase website. And so that's an option for you sort of advanced business credit card gurus. All right, the last card I want to mention actually comes from Amex. Here it is. And it's the Blue Business Cash. Now, this is kind of interesting, and it relates back to what we were looking at from Capital One. So this is a 2% cashback card. You can see it right here. However, it's capped at $50,000 a year. Now, if you don't spend more than $50,000 a year on a credit card, then the cap is not an issue, and this is a great card. However, if you spend more than that, you might be wondering, well, shouldn't I just go with the Capital One Spark? It too is a 2% cashback card, and there's no cap. Well, maybe. However, keep in mind that this card doesn't have an annual fee, whereas Spark Cash does. It's waived the first year, but it's $95 thereafter. But the other reason this card makes our list is this right here. It offers 0% on purchases for 12 months. So if you're looking for a card where you can make a big purchase when you first get the card and not pay any interest for a while, those cards are getting harder and harder to find, particularly, by the way, when it comes to balance transfer. But with purchases, you will find them in business credit cards, but not all business credit cards. The Blue Business Cash card from American Express is one of those cards. So that's why I mentioned it. It's ideal if you want 0% on purchases for 12 months. It's ideal if you want a great cashback reward without having to worry about the categories and you don't spend more than $50,000 a year on the card. It can also be an ideal option if maybe you do spend a little more than 50 grand, but you don't want to pay an annual fee. So there you go. Those are, in my view, the 5 best business credit cards available today. There are others, and I will leave a link in the description below to a much longer list I maintain on allcards.com. But I really think the vast majority of small business owners can find the best card for their business in one of these 5. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to help you out any way I can. Thanks for watching.